You guys come into this year, and you had some girls that came back from injury that ended up playing a big role for you. You have a girl that transferred from Tennessee that plays a big role, and some younger girls that did some big things for y'all as well. What was the whole process like of getting everybody together and ultimately making it back to the state tournament?
Well, we graduated 8 seniors last year, and so, kind of how you fill those gaps and who steps up. We didn't really know at the beginning of the year what that was going to be, and throughout the year we had different kids step up at different times. We had 4 seniors this year that really kind of took those leadership reins and ran with it. You talked about kids coming back from injury. We had a kid that had torn her ACL as a sophomore, was a senior this year, come back and then tweaked it at the beginning of the year, and we thought, God, maybe she's going to be out again. But the kids, their goal was district championship, and get back to the Pontchartrain Center, which is something we hadn't done in a long time. And they worked hard and they motivated each other, and they made those things happen for themselves. And they were really proud of that in themselves. And so when we lost, it was emotional that we had lost, but it was also a time of a lot of happiness and joy, and that they had accomplished what they set out to do at the beginning.
To have that type of process of bringing different girls together that have never played together or haven't played together in a couple of years and just kind of fitting this piece together, and then consistently playing Zachary, Santa Monica, St. Joe's, and all those teams, was it tough at times to kind of keep them in the right frame of mind, or did that all go pretty smoothly?
It went pretty smoothly. I mean, obviously you have ups and downs throughout the season. At the end of the season, we had a freshman that was playing varsity. We had one that was getting some time at the beginnings, a lot of sophomores that were seeing some time. So we had some kids that were competing day in and day out at practice for that opportunity. And that competition kind of really set them up for success. And they knew, hey, look, we're playing tough teams so we can be ready, so we can get to the Pontchartrain Center and maybe win when we get there. And that didn't happen, but playing that tough early season set us up to be successful at the end.
And you might have already hit on it a little bit, but when you look back at the season as a whole, what's going to be kind of the thing that you remember most about this group of girls and this process?
Well, I told the girls at the end, I said, hey, this program thanks you. We hadn't been back to the Pontchartrain Center. We'd run into tough competition and run into state semifinalists and state runner-ups and stuff like that throughout, and I thank them for getting this program back to the Pontchartrain Center. It's been 4 or 5 years since we had been, and they kind of set a new standard and a new train of thought for these kids that are coming back next year. And so the younger kids that we got that played now have a taste of it, and one of the things they took away from it was we had talked all year about being loud and understanding the environment. And now next year that environment won't seem as big and it won't be as loud. We'll be a little more comfortable in that situation.